What's up, Mazza guys? I'm here with Sharari, the number one overall pick in Mazza Bowl this upcoming Sunday.
What's up, guys? How are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good.
Now, I'm going to get right to the question. You answer, you tell me how you feel about what you have, all right?
You got it.
Now, you got to tell me, when you got selected by Nemo, number one overall pick, you knew it was either you or Mocas up there in the first round. Tell me what was going through your mind when you saw yourself, Nemo was your captain and Nemo's going to be your quarterback. What was going through your mind?
So when I was first selected, like you said, I pretty much knew that I was going to be the first or second pick overall, based on my past performance, especially last year's performance. So I had an idea that I was going to be one or two. I honestly didn't know how the draft was going to go and who was going to be picking first. And I got to be honest with you, I'm thrilled with Nemo as quarterback. He's a true quarterback. We don't know what we're going to get out of Stan. I feel like they have a couple of guys on that team that are just toss-ups that could just throw the ball, but who knows if they can actually play quarterback. I know Nemo could sling it, and I'm a guy that can get downfield, so I'm excited. I know back in the day we used to play on those Avenue P parks. Nemo would throw them, and I would come down with them, and I think he can rely on me to do that again this Sunday.
Now, as you know, in the Torah, there's a story of Shimshon who got all his power from his hair. Right? Do you attribute some of your impeccable athletic abilities to your beautiful hair, or?
I don't, but when that thing is waving, I think people spend a lot of time looking at it than actually playing defense. So it can come into play, but not in a game like this because I wear that hood, so you can't even see my hair. Maybe it's just the thought that it's there. They get scared, but I guess we'll see.
Now, in sports, we've seen it all too often that people, to break out of slumps or to even get themselves a little hot, or they have, superstitions. They wear certain superstitious clothing or garbs. Do you have any superstitious garbs that you'll be wearing?
No. I pretty much wear the same thing. I have the leggings to keep me warm, keep me loose. The Mazza hat, which is always a plus, but nothing in particular that I wear that I need to wear that'll give me some sort of edge. I mean, other guys might need it, but not me.
I like that. I like the way you're... Now, who do you expect on your team or the other team to be the most prepared person on the field?
Besides for myself, it seems that you're pretty into this game. I know that you prepare for a while, and I know you go hard, and you prepare hard for everything that you do. So I would go with you as well. On the other team, I got to be honest with you, I would go with Mocas. I mean, he's probably I'm looking at the teams now. I think Stan is away now. Who knows how much he's focused on the game. Duke is, never knows what's going on. Beta has no idea what's flying in this chat. Moshe might know what's going on, and he might think he's quarterback, so he might be preparing for quarterback, and he's not going to end up playing, so that's a plus for us. And Charles is just going to show up 5 minutes before the game and put on his clothes and say, let's go play. So on our team, me or you, even Dag. Dag's very into this game as well. On the other team, I would go with just Mocas.
Now, who inspired you as an athlete, as a kid? Was there anybody specific that you looked up to and thought, wow, one day when I play in the Mazza Bowl of my own, I'm going to be just like that guy?
Good question. I think of myself similar to a Calvin Johnson, not in size, but in just the way that he runs his routes and comes down with the ball. The guy pretty much catches everything, and I feel like I catch a lot of targets that are thrown my way.
Now I'm going to go for some quick-fire questions. It's going to be about 5 questions in a matter of a few seconds. Answer it to the best of your knowledge. Stone Cold or The Rock?
The Rock.
Triple H or Undertaker?
Undertaker.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxer.
If you had to murder somebody...
Boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs. If you had to murder somebody, would it be with a gun or a knife?
Gun.
If you had one thing to say to Bigfoot, what would it be?
Where you been hiding?
What was it?
Where are you hiding?
Where you been hiding? All right. Here's a question. Here's a question that I asked all the guys so far, and it seemed to have been everybody's toughest question, but I held everybody for an answer, and I'm going to do the same to you as well. What would be your introduction or walk-up song if Mazza Bowl was to have one?
I would go with Eminem, "Lose Yourself." It
That's
always
a
gets me in the mood. It gets me pumped up when I hear that song. At least the first part of that song.
that's a solid one. You know, I haven't thought about that. I like that one a lot. It's a good choice.
Yeah, I mean, I would. You know what? If you want to play it, by all means, play it.
Now, obviously, being a first-round pick, you plan on being super involved in the offense and defense, I assume. You're probably going to be put on MoCast. Has your captain reached out to you specifically, aside from the group chats that were made, to let you know how impactful you're going to be to this team?
He hasn't. I think he's a little busy now, but I think he also knows that I prepare for this game. I think he knows my skill set. I think we're both on the same page in terms of what we're going to be doing on offense and defense. I don't think many plays need to be made between our teams. I think we just show up, we ball out, and we take home a W.
Now, I have a question here in my book that I asked a few of the guys, but I don't know if it's going to be applicable to you, but I'll ask you anyway. You know, Moshe is going to be playing defense, not only going to be on the line most of the game, he's also going to be playing defense on some players. Do you have any worry? What did I say? Did I say Moshe?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any fear of Moshe coming towards you to make the tackle, or do you assume you'll already be 200 feet ahead of him?
No, I have no fear of Moshe, really. I think I have the ability to outrun him. You know, he's got to grab the flag also, so I don't know how good he is at bending over and without rolling over and grabbing the flag. So I think I can avoid him pretty easily.
So right now, as the way it goes, through 3 Mazza Bowls, 2 out of the 3 Mazza Bowls has produced the Mazza League champion. How do you feel about that going into this Mazza Bowl with that stat?
I kind of like my odds. I happen to like my team in the Mazza League. I know Mocas is on the other side, so if he was on my team and we won, we would have no shot. But I like my chances. I like those odds.
If you were to play, I don't know if you do play, but if you were to play Madden, what would be your preferred team to play with?
I would probably go with the Chiefs. I mean, Patty Mahomes, man, he's doing some great things this year. They're exciting to watch, so it'll be fun to get that controller in my hand and play with those guys.
Now, here's an interesting question that I had, and pretty much for most of the guys, it was an obvious one. But for you, I don't know if it was that obvious considering your chubby nature in the past. In elementary school, when they were drafting for dodgeball, and the teams were drafting for dodgeball in gym class, where were you drafted?
I don't know if we played dodgeball in gym. But you know what? Even though I was a big guy, I was actually pretty athletic for most of my life. So I wasn't really, my size didn't really come into play in terms of being like, you know, that slow guy who gets picked last and sits in the corner all hazit. I would say I was picked in the middle rounds. Definitely since I lost the weight, I've been moving up a couple of notches. So I'm more of a top guy, at least in this game I am. So yeah, I mean, I was pretty much picked right around the middle rounds in those back in the day.
Now we're gonna end off pretty much a couple more questions. I need one person on the opposing team that inspires you, and I need another person on the opposing team that annoys you.
I'll start with the annoying one because that's easy. I'll go with Duke on that. I mean, I love this guy. Outside of Mazza, outside of fantasy, me and Duke are tight. We're boys. We talk all the time. But when it comes to Mazza, when it comes to, like, things in general, the fucking guy just gets all up in my face. I don't know if he does it because he knows it annoys me. I don't know if he does it because that's just his nature. But I feel like with me, it's more than other guys, and I take it a little personally, but only in Mazza. Outside of Mazza, like I said, we're close, we're tight. Guys that inspire me, I would go with Mocas. This guy he's a good guy. Listen, I've known him for a few years now. I know he wasn't my top choice to be in the league, but I'm so happy that we had him join us. I really like the guy. He's good personality. The guy can sing with the best of them. I watch that video with Train from every now and then, and you know, it always makes me happy. So I would go with Mocas on the inspiration.
Sharari, final question. Give me a score prediction for Sunday's game.
All right, I'm gonna go with Hormone Monsters 35 and Shame Wizards 29. One-score game.
Ooh, is that one score going to be a close one towards the end of the game, or will Shame Wizards be?
No, I think it's going to be